Well, if the rest of you are like me, and I think you all are, our lives are frantic and crazy most of the time, and let's just overlay the Christmas season and New Year's and birthdays and travel plans. So we're just going to go ahead and get started, and as people join us, they join us. Looks like Randy is coming online. So we're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. It's the Equity Advisory Committee Ad Hoc Subcommittee on, I'll make sure I get these in right order, housing, infrastructure, and broadband. The meeting is now called to order. Justin, if you could do roll call, please.
Okay, will do. Chair Cheryl Villegas Walker.
Here.
Ana Gonzalez. Herb Hastings. Gloria Huerta.
Present.
Amber Novi.
Present.
Michelle Rousey. Connie Stewart. Randy Torres Van Vleck.
Present.
Christine Williams. Oh, actually, Connie just joined us, so I'll give her an opportunity. Give me a second to promote her. Hi, Connie. Thanks for joining us today. You caught us just in time for roll call. And with that, we have quorum.
Very good. Okay. We will note we have 5 members of the subcommittee present.
As well as our ex officio member just now joining.
Okay. And our fearless leader, Cousin Walker, just joined. Good to see you.
Good to see
All
you.
right. We'll now have the land acknowledgement, and who's volunteering for that?
Read that, Cheryl, if you'd like.
Thank you so much, Carolyn.
No problem. We acknowledge that the land we now call California is the ancestral lands of the over 109 nations, tribes, and peoples. The indigenous peoples of this area have a deep reciprocal relationship with the land as its original stewards. Their ways, methods, and traditions have contributed to California's rich biodiversity and have impacted the transportation network for the state. We stand with indigenous communities and are committed to partnering and advocating for a more equitable and sustainable future. Our transportation network not only connects us to families, friends, work, and leisure, it connects us to our past and future. We embrace our past with a future commitment to inclusiveness and equity for everyone who calls this state home.
Very good. Thank you so much, Carolyn. At this time, raise your hand if you'd like to do additional land acknowledgement. All right, we are going to move on. Carolyn, thank you for that. That's very well written. If you can trace back to whoever came up with that, let them know that we really do appreciate the effort that went into the land acknowledgement, and appreciate the fact that it is set aside right at the start of our agenda for us all to be mindful of the importance of that land acknowledgement. Moving on to agenda item number 3, which is public comment on any non-agenda items. Any member of the committee? Anyone from the public or anyone that is appearing remotely?
Actually, I do have one. I just want to say thank you for being such an organized and mindful, thoughtful chair. Like, I always feel like when I come to your committee, everything's gonna be okay. And it takes a lot to, like, coming from someone who's had to chair a lot of these this year this year. It takes a lot of thoughtfulness, and I wish I were a bit more organized sometimes, and I just feel like you always come at it and it looks like you've got a perfect script. So I just want to acknowledge that and thank you, Chair Villegas Walker, for all your work this year.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That just reinforces, the best presents come from those that have a lot of respect for, and I appreciate that, Cousin Walker, very, very much.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Justin, were there any,
You might have Connie, I think. Is that
do
a
we
hand?
have, do we have
Oh,
a
no,
hand up?
I was clapping for our chair.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Thank you, Connie. Anything, Justin?
Thank you, Chair. No, we did not receive any requests from the public to comment at this time. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to agenda item number 4, which is the adoption of our October and November meeting minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? Any corrections? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as stated.
Okay, and I think I saw Connie second that motion. So we'll go ahead and have Justin, if we could have roll call, please.
All right, will do. Cheryl Villegas Walker,
Yes.
Ana Gonzalez, Herb Hastings, Gloria Huerta,
Yes.
Amber Novi,
Yes.
Michelle Rousey, Connie Stewart,
Yes.
Randy Torres Van Vleck,
Yes.
Christine Williams. Chair, the item is approved.
Very good. Thank you, Justin. You should go into broadcasting if you decide you ever want to leave your state of California gig, right? Can't you hear him as like the late night DJ just as you're cruising through Kansas or something? And yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, let's move on to our agenda item number 5, the middle mile and last mile broadband initiatives, recommendation letter update and next steps. And again, to Connie and those that worked on the letters, I think that was just fabulous. I think we received a lot of really good, well, I think our EAC committee was very appreciative of the efforts put forward, and so that was really nice to see something move forward out of the subcommittee structure to the full EAC and then get launched. So Carolyn or Sequoia, if somebody could help me with where we are currently at with regard to the letter and next steps, please.
I can jump in here and just say,
perfect.
I for those watching, I'm Connie Stewart. I'm a Black woman with individual gray braids with a little purple in them. I'm wearing a blue shirt. I met with staff earlier last week, and they did agree to make the updates requested by the EAC and get those letters out. So, we still have I think one more FCC commissioner that's going to change. So it would actually be okay to wait till the beginning of January to send them out when we actually are sending them to the right new people. I still have promised to do one more letter, which is around the BEAD program. However, the Trump administration has implied that they are going to change that program dramatically. So I'm not sure they're not going to throw out the strategic plans that the states did. So what I had suggested that I would do for staff is participate in a future committee member as a member of the public. And be willing to bring an item forward for the meeting, and I believe it's in March, for you all to consider putting in, depending on what happens with the Trump administration and what they choose to do with this program. So, I think that that's probably the best thing. We should just wait and see.
Okay. Connie, I really appreciate that update and appreciate that you're going to see this through to its end. Any additional updates from staff or not?
No, I think that covers it. We can just be in touch to confirm when those letters are sent.
Sure.
make sure that you all are kept in the loop about that.
Yeah, so Carolyn, I think we would request that as members of the committee and probably as a larger committee, maybe you were already planning to do this, but if you could email out to us the copies of the letter, at least, or make perhaps a link if they're going to be posted on the EAC website, maybe just send us a link so that we can read those letters in their entirety and figure out who they are ultimately addressed to. I think it's also important for us to keep in mind that we launch a letter out there. 30 days later, we need to be on the phone with those offices and making sure that the letter was received to see if there's any questions. So we're not just launching it into a black hole. So Connie, I'm sure you had that on your radar, your to-do list. So you just want to be making sure that follow through is there, and that extra personal touch is kind of like the exclamation point at the end. You know, we're serious about this, and we didn't just send you the letter so that you could, put your cup of coffee on it.
Yeah. The other thing if you don't mind, Chair Walker, the other thing I should mention is, one other thing that came up was, do we have letterhead for EAC? So staff has got to work through and navigate something. I think we should look professional instead of just being on white paper. So, I think the nice thing about this last committee is we've now left the future committee in good shape to actually put in some of those grounding things like letterhead with everyone's name listed on the side and proper logos and all of that. So I look forward to seeing, to have staff having time to get the letters in good shape, that they look like they came from a body that's been asked to do something on behalf of the state.
Okay, so just as maybe to point, I love the color purple, so if that can be incorporated into the letterhead, I'd be okay with that. Or if you just want to put my name, if it's on the letterhead in purple, I'd be okay with that. Okay, Chair Walker, did you have something else that you wanted to add, please?
Yeah, I was gonna just say I liked your idea of if we could just have like a nice sub page on the EAC's website that just has hyperlinks to past letters. I know that we also have the CapDi letter now, and it would be a nice place to just have any of our significant actions that we want to stand out so that you don't have to go back and look at the minutes. And the same idea with the letterhead, you could do a business card that actually has everyone's name on the back as well, just so that just something that you can hand out and it's like, this is us. Like, this is everyone who's on our committee. On the front is our email address that's, that goes to staff so that you can have communications with the committee. And it just, that branding will really, just add a layer of like, ooh, I just walked in the room type, energy.
Awesome sauce. Okay. This is noted as an action item on our agenda. So I guess the motion would be to approve the preparation of an additional letter, the updating of an existing letter to include a potential future addressee member to be appointed, a request to staff that the letters in final form be posted on the EAC website, and that we be notified that the letters have been sent. Is there anything else? Okay, so Connie, that's your motion?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, do you want me to second that?
Yes, thank you. All right, Justin, if we could have a roll call, please.
Yes. Chair Cheryl Vegas Walker,
Yes.
Ana Gonzalez, Herb Hastings, Gloria Huerta,
Yes.
Amber Novi,
Yes.
Michelle Rousey, Connie Stewart,
How about 9 a.m.? Okay, you have time at 9?
Yes.
No.
thank you, Connie, Randy Torres Van Vleck,
Yes.
Christine Williams. Chair, the item is approved.
Fantastic. Just remind me remember when we were all first learning how to do Zoom, and you'd have a lot of people going like this, that you're muted, or you have little kids running into the room knocking stuff over while you're trying to be serious on your calls and stuff. So all right, so that's good. I want to ask one more time, is there any comments from the public or anyone else on any of our agenda items? Nada? Okay. So as chair, we're going to go on to agenda item number 6, which is the closing. And I just want to let each and every one of you know, both members of this subcommittee and certainly staff, that it has been an absolute joy to work with each and every one of you. I am inspired by your dedication and your commitment. I have tremendously enjoyed getting to know you and the strengths of everyone here, and your quirks. No, nobody has any quirks. But no, it's been just a real joy and an honor to work with such a talented group of individuals. So thank you for that. And at this point, is there anyone else with anything else that they wanted to share?
Ditto, just ditto to that too. Mhm.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who on this committee has applied and wants to continue, but I wish you all well. You'll be seeing me in the audience in the future.
Very
A
good.
pleasure. Anyways.
All right, so I'm going to wish everyone a very, very, very happy holiday season. And my toast to you for 2025 is, let's go out and make it the best year ever. All right. Take care, my friends. We'll see
Thank
you
you,
again.
Carol. Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.